Well, you have seen lot of new terms and concepts which will help you in making the chapter easier, and thus I start with the chapter now. And first of all, as I said, we will be looking into the resources, and I need not repeat again what is a resource. Resource is what, children? Just that material which in fact gives all the required essential things for the survival of human beings. Now, why should human beings be so careful about conserving the resources? Why should we actually utilize it in a very intelligent manner? Why should we have awareness about conservation of resources? Well, if we do not conserve resources, it will be bad not only for the present generation but also for the future generation. First of all, conserving the resources means it's a sustainable development for the present generation, and we need to actually have sustainable development for all round development. Well, if we conserve resources, then the same resources will be able to meet the needs of the future generation. They will have the potential to actually cater to the needs of the coming generations, and it is our duty to give them what our forefathers have given us. So, you need to actually conserve resources for yourself and for the coming generations. So, use it in a very judicious manner, use it systematically, use it intelligently. Only then you have potential to give it to the next generation, and you have a sustainable development for yourself. Well, when we are talking of conservation of resources, we must specially know why in India we need to conserve resources in an intelligent manner. Now, here I pick up the example of few states of India which could be rich in one of the resource but very poor in other resource. So, you need to act intelligently and pass on these resources to the other state, and thus need to conserve resource. If I first of all take the example of Rajasthan, you see, India is a land of diversity, not only in the religion and culture and language, but also in the availability of resources. So, we were picking up the example of Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, we can actually get lot of solar and wind resources. We will be able to actually have lot of such energies from there. But what happens to water? Water is not available in Rajasthan. So, you see, this diversity which is there in the map of India as far as the availability of resources is concerned makes it all the more important for us to conserve resources. Next is, if I take up the example of Ladakh. Now, in Ladakh, it is very rich as far as the cultural heritage is concerned, but has a similar problem of that of Rajasthan. There is deficiency of water in Ladakh. Well, if I talk of Arunachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh has lots of water, free flowing water, but it lacks in the infrastructure. That is, we cannot boast of modern technology, we cannot boast of new things here in Arunachal Pradesh. So, what have they to do here? We have to see that we actually provide each state with whatever they are deficient in, and we pick up whatever they have in abundance to actually have a systematic use of available resources in the country. Unless we do not conserve them, we cannot pass it on to the other state, because conservation means in fact the saving of the resources which we can do, so that either our counterparts in other states of the country or the future generations can make use of it.